What, are you hard of hearing?
What? I can't hear you. The music's too loud.
Wow. Dale Chapman, what a great host, huh?
Hey, Dale!
Couldn't do it without him. No,
You wish you could. You wish you could.
We appreciate everything you do. Can't wait to see you on Thursday. My name's Tim Cavanaugh. Welcome to invitation-only showcase with Daniel Powter. You guys excited?
Yeah!
Good. Well, Daniel's very excited to be here, and thank you very much for listening to Star, being part of our family. We got part of our family here. Jay Fo's over here. We got Chip over here. Let's give him a round of applause.
Hey!
Daniel's coming out. He's going to perform for you. He's going to let you ask some questions, take some pictures later, and everything. So it is with our pleasure, Capitol Records presenting Daniel Powter!
Hey guys.
Hey!
First of all, Dale, thank you so much. Where's Dale? Thank you, brother. And 19.
You can't miss Dale.
And can we thank Star for having us out here? Thank you so much, Star. Thanks for having us. Jenny, where are you? Thank you. So we're gonna do a few songs here. This is Chris Ray. Can you say hi to Chris? All right. I'm going to do a little bit of Q&A between the songs, okay? In case there's any, you guys have any budding artists that want to do the same thing. This is called Cupid. It goes something like this. Hey, get a boner? Oh, oh, hey. Oh, oh, hey. Oh, oh. You're the perfect part of me. You're the oxygen I breathe. You're a superstar. All of art is electricity. You're a yes in a world of no's. You're the Beatles to my Stones. It's a sweet romance, spotlight dance, girl, you shake me to my bones. But every now and then those stars just slip away. I gotta hear you say, take me out, spin me around. We can laugh when we both fall down. Let's get stupid, dancing with Cupid tonight. When I sing out of key, still play your guitar for me. Let's get stupid, dancing with Cupid tonight. Don't feel all kinda right. Hey, oh, oh, hey. And when we fight, and it ain't a pretty sight. Well, it's not complex, it's make-up sex. Don't we always get that right? Well, they don't make a pill that can give me the thrill when you look at me. And then I hear you say, take me out, spin me around. We can laugh when we both fall down. Let's get stupid, dancing with Cupid tonight. And when I sing all kinda right. Hey, oh, oh, hey, don't feel all kinda right. Hey, oh, oh, hey, don't feel all kinda right. Hey, oh, oh, hey, don't feel all kinda right. Hey, oh, oh, hey, don't feel all kind of. Oh, left you hanging. You like that?
Yes.
So, what happened with my microphone? Did it go away? Switch? On the mic? Oh, did I do that? Oh, I did that. I'm sorry. I was about ready to look at the sound guy. What is up? It's like, that's your fault. Vermont.
Yeah.
Can this be, like, seriously, one of the most beautiful states I've ever seen in my life? Like, I'm not just saying that. I grew up in this small town in Okanagan Valley in Canada, in British Columbia, which is about, like, light years away from you guys. And when I was flying over, I was in Miami for like a week, and I'm like, oh, get me out of here. And I'm flying over Vermont, and I look down, and all I see are these incredibly beautiful, pristine lakes and boats, and like, that's where I grew up. I grew up in places like that, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. I feel like I'm home. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the most beautiful place. You guys are so lucky. Miami, I'm like, it's like, I couldn't wait to get out of that place. It's full of douchebags. Like, it's like a douchebag convention. They had like this sign that said, all douchebags come to Miami, we're gonna have a nightclub. Like, I show up and I'm like, oh my God, get me out of here. And I show up in your state, your beautiful state, and I honestly, who do I have to pay? Is it Dale?
Yes.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome.
Okay, so 50 radio stations so far. Nobody's let me down on any singing. So you guys, you don't want to be the state that like fucks it all up, right? You guys are gonna sing with me? Okay, here's your part. Don't F it up, because you know there's kids here, we can't say this word. So it goes like this. You got the whole world around. You got the whole world around. That's your part. Okay, so when it comes to that part, that part, Dale, don't sing. Alright? No, Dale's over here. Yeah, you guys don't sing. So,
I can still sing.
so I wrote this song. I was like, it's a kind of a new song. You might not have heard of it. It's called The Whole World Around. I was in Los Angeles where I live, and Chris and I lived there. And on one side of me were these big, beautiful palatial mansions, you know, with gates and like guards and, you know, guns and all the shit you can imagine. And on this side, I saw this girl, and she's walking by, and she's like this homeless girl who was like probably one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. And so I'm like, what happened to Middle America, right? So I wrote this song called Whole World Around. It's like, no matter what, we have each other. Do we have each other tonight?
Yeah.
So can we all sing tonight? And not so. Here's your part. So repeat after me. It goes like this. You got the whole world around. You got the whole world around. Here you go. Ready? So you got the whole. I'm in love with you all. You got the. That's really good. Okay, here we go. Life's been good. I can't complain so far. Designer clothes, expensive caviar,
Is that your room? It's supposed to be mine.
and gated homes to keep the wolves at bay. Tinted glass to hide my guilt and shame. Neon signs and vagrants at the door.
So I know we're in Vermont and you guys all ski, right? Right. Is there anybody here that might have any kind of questions about show business that I can help you answer? Is there anybody musicians here? Go ahead.
How did you develop your vocal abilities, or did you were you just born that way, or did you work?
I was born that way.
Good answer.
No, it's funny actually. That's a great question. My mom was a concert pianist for the symphony, and when I was really small, I started playing violin when I was about 4, and I was really scared about my mom hearing me play music. I still am, like, because I play piano okay, but I'm not that great. You guys can tell, right? You're already like, all right, yeah.
No, you're good.
I played in a band. It was like a punk band, and we were doing a show for the Hells Angels. I don't know if anybody here is familiar with the Hells Angels. You don't want to like not show up for the show after they booked you. So this is a true story. So my guitar player, who was the singer, he quit the day of the show, and I'm like, what are we gonna do? Because I just play piano. I was just like, that's all I knew how to do, right? And he's like, he quit, so we had to sing. So I ended up taking over the vocals, and I never knew that I never sang before. So it was then when I started singing, and we didn't get like shot after the show. So I figured, well, I must be okay. I mean, so that's kind of how I judged myself from singing. Was like I didn't get murdered by the Hells Angels. That's basically that's a true story. So no, I didn't take any formal training. But once I started, Bad Day record came out, and I started touring. That Bad Day record was like a 2.5-year tour, and I did. After about a year and a half, I started having vocal lessons because I was only making about 45 minutes through the set before I was like. So I ended up getting a vocal trainer at that point, and to this day I work with him like once. He comes on the road with me and spends, he spends a lot of time with me training to keep my voice going. But it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to keep that, because it's a muscle, right? Like anything else. And the minute that you stop using it, it starts to go away. So you have to keep it sort of like, I don't know if people here lift weights, but it's like weightlifting. It's really crazy. So you have to watch what you eat. You have to watch what your diet, all that stuff, because you get this thing called. Am I getting a little too detailed now? Does anybody here know what acid reflux is? Okay. So you have to watch what you eat, because acid reflux, when you sleep, everybody has acid reflux, by the way, but it can eat away at your vocal cords when you're sleeping, so you have to watch everything you eat. It's like, it sucks, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But thank you, that's a great question, thank you. Anybody else have a question?
How did you get discovered?
How did I get somebody? I was looking to, do you guys know what publishing is? The difference between a publishing record contract and a record contract is? Does everybody know what that is? Well, when you write a song, that's called publishing. So, for example, if someone here writes a song by themselves, and then someone else decides that they want to record it, that means you own the rights to that song. So what I wanted to do with my career was to have a publishing contract and write songs for other people. I didn't have any, I had no desire whatsoever to be where I am right now, whatsoever. I actually didn't want to do that at all. So I wanted to write songs for other artists, and so when I was demoing songs, including a song that you guys might know called Bad Day, the people that were published, the publishers like EMI and Warren Chappell and whatnot, were like, you should do this yourself. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So I ended up getting a record offer, contract offer. When I couldn't get any of my songs sang by other people. Everybody else, like the record company, wasn't interested in the people that I was trying to shop the songs to. So I ended up singing my own demos. And Bad Day, actually, to be honest, is actually the demo of me singing the song to get the publishing contract. And it's the one that you guys hear is actually that song. So, which is kind of funny, right? And I sang it in my mom and dad's living room. I sang it with very low. That whole song cost $645 to make. That's a true story. So when the record offer came, I waited about six months before I signed it, and finally, when I wasn't getting anywhere with my publishing, I decided to sign the contract, and then I became a artist. I'm still looking to be the publishing guy. I don't want to be here. Speaking of which, should we rock that? Anybody else have a question before we start? Come on, somebody has a question. Somebody. Katie, do you have a question? No? All right. Don't let me know. Pretty good. Thank you very much. Did you say say, now can we eat? Sweetie, you would not be the first person that said that to me. But now I have a major recording contract and I sell millions of records. You're not allowed to say that anymore. Alright. So, does anybody here have any military connections? Family, military?
No, but I do. I want to ask you, have you ever been to Dublin, Ireland? And
Dublin, I've been to Dublin.
What is your Irish story? Because everybody has one, right? And so you've been there.
Well, my grandmother's from Cork. My grandmother is from Cork.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
And she always used to say to me, I used to say to her, Grandma, I got my Irish roots right here on my own, right, feral, because she was a feral. And so my grandmother and grandfather were both from Cork. My grandfather flew in the RAF.
Very good.
And my grandmother used to say to me, she used to call me a village idiot. Is that something that's common in Ireland?
Yeah. I am a village idiot.
She used to say to me, she used to call me a village idiot all the time, and I didn't know, is that an Irish thing?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. She had an accent and everything, right?
Yeah.
My Dublin story, you want to hear my really great Dublin story? Alright, so we were playing in Ireland during Christmas, and we were walking, it's around the 21st or 22nd of December. I don't remember the place we were playing, the venue. And this old lady was carrying a Christmas tree home from the trunk. She was dragging it through the snow. And as she was going along, my bass player, we were both walking together, and I'm saying, don't stop and help her, don't stop and help her, don't stop and help her. We have things to do, we don't stop her. And Darren, who was my bass player, turns around and he goes back and he starts to help her carry the Christmas tree home. And we were about 45 minutes away from playing our show. And so we said to her, well, it must be close, right? Because she's carrying the Christmas tree, so her house must be really close. How far away are you, sweetheart? She's like, oh, just down the way. Do me your accent.
Oh, just down the way.
There you go. So about 2 miles later, I'm dredging in the snow, carrying this Christmas tree. Not only did we carry the Christmas tree home for her, but we opened through the door. We set it up. And then we in the snow. And then we ran, and we were about 10 minutes away from our show, and we ran back and we did our set. There's my Irish story. Shut up.
I did like the way you said that Christmas. It's quite Irish.
Yeah, that's right.
That Christmas. Yeah.
She was a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And she didn't care who we were, so just set up my tree, right? Anyway, I did a couple. I was invited. Don't ask me how to board a nuclear sub in San Diego, and the USS Asheville was the name of the submarine. And we went to do like these missions, and we dove down and we did all this training practice. None of which I was allowed to ask what they were doing, but I sat on the boat, and it was amazing. And what I was taken by was the fact that these kids flying, driving around in this sub were like about the average of 18 or 19 years old. Very young men, spending 10 and 11 months out at sea, don't see their families. And I was so taken from these young men, the fact that they don't come home. And it's like, when I want to complain, I want to bitch, and I want to gripe, I think about these guys in this sub and doing what they do for this country. This song is called Come Back Home. This song I wrote for them. It's all about coming home safe and leaving a light on the porch. And it goes something like this. My new friends are looking out for me, and I'm doing just fine. And everything is how it ought to be, but that's just the lie. And I hear wasn't going well for you. Oh, and you're doing just fine. That everything is so with us and feel home, and it's just the lie.
won't you come home, back to the place where you belong. I need you home, so we're not alone. No one remembers who was wrong. I don't care where you've gone, just come back home. Now looking down this empty hallway, you're just here in the frames. I see your face on every stranger that walks by, and I swear I hear you call out my name. Oh, won't you come home, back to the place where you belong. I need you home, so we're not alone. No one remembers who was wrong. I don't care where you've gone, just come back home. Now now I've watched the leaves changing colors for the second time. Am I getting closer to you, or am I running back and moving through our lives backwards just to meet you at the start? Better if we're together now, or falling back and forth, just falling back apart. Oh, won't you come home, back to the place where you belong. I need you home, so we're not alone. No one remembers who was wrong, just come back home. Just come back home alone. Just come back home. Well, I don't care where you've gone, just come back home.